The roar of 49,000 fans shakes the concrete walls of a century-old Coliseum in eastern Spain. Mestalla Stadium, home to Valencia CF since 1923. But what happens when tradition collides with ambition? When one of Spain's most storied clubs outgrows its historic home? For over a decade, Valencia's skyline has been haunted by a concrete ghost, the unfinished shell of what could become Spain's most dramatic stadium transformation. This is the story of No Mestalla, a dream frozen in time, now finally awakening. Dreams can turn to nightmares pretty quickly in football. Just ask Valencia fans. Back in 2006, the club was riding high. Champions League finals, La Liga titles. The future looked brilliant, so when they announced plans for a stunning new 75,000-seat stadium in the Benicalap district, supporters were ecstatic. Ground broke in 2007. The vision? A steep-sided bowl with a dynamic facade that would rival Europe's best venues. But then came 2008 and the global financial crisis hit Spain hard. Valencia's finances collapsed under crushing debt. By 2009, all construction stopped. What remained? A concrete skeleton, a half-built monument to ambition gone wrong. Have you ever driven past Valencia? If so, you've probably seen it. This massive abandoned structure just sitting there year after year. For over a decade, the only movement at the site was the slow weathering of exposed concrete and the occasional graffiti artist. The club changed hands, with Singaporean businessman Peter Lim taking ownership in 2014. New promises were made, new designs unveiled, yet still the skeleton remained unchanged. Why did one of Spain's biggest clubs struggle so much with this project? While Real Madrid renovated the Bernabeu and Atletico built the magnificent Wanda Metropolitano, Valencia's future home gathered dust. The answer lies in a perfect storm of financial mismanagement, economic crisis, and perhaps ambition that exceeded reality. But football is nothing if not resilient. Just when Valencia fans had given up hope, things started changing. After years of negotiation with city authorities, Valencia CF finally secured new agreements to resume construction. The revised plan is more modest, but perhaps more realistic. A stadium for around 60,000 to 65,000 spectators that can actually be completed. How does the new plan compare to other Spanish stadium projects? Let's put it in perspective. Santiago Bernabeu's renovation cost approximately 800 million euros. Barcelona's Camp Nou redevelopment is approaching 1.5 billion euros. Valencia's project, while significant, will require hundreds of millions. Substantial, but within the realm of possibility for a club of this stature. The new timeline envisions construction resuming in phases, with completion targeted within the next few years. But Valencia supporters know better than to hold their breath. This project has seen more false dawns than most. What makes this time different? For starters, the political landscape in Valencia has shifted. Local elections brought new officials who prioritized resolving the stadium situation. The club's ownership, despite ongoing fan criticism, has shown renewed commitment to finishing what they started. Economic conditions in Spain have also stabilized compared to the turbulent period when construction first halted. Perhaps most significantly, the club's standing agreement with local authorities now includes substantial penalties if deadlines aren't met. The city has granted building permits conditionally. Progress must be demonstrated quarterly or Valencia CF faces financial consequences. There's now actual pressure to deliver, not just promises. The concrete skeleton that has symbolized broken dreams might finally transform into the home Valencia deserves. If promises become reality, what exactly will New Mestalla offer? Imagine walking into a steep-sided bowl where even the furthest seats feel close to the action. The revised capacity of 60,000 to 65,000 makes it smaller than originally planned, but still a significant upgrade from the current Mestalla. The most striking feature? A proposed retractable roof system that would make the stadium usable in all weather conditions, a rarity in Spanish football where rain delays are still common. The exterior design includes plans for a dynamic facade with integrated LED lighting that can transform the building's appearance, bathing it in Valencia's signature white and orange on match days or adapting for other events. Inside, the steep stands are designed to maximize atmosphere. Unlike many modern bowls where fans feel disconnected from the action, No Mestalla's architects have prioritized acoustics that amplify crowd noise, preserving the intimidating atmosphere that made the old Mestalla famous. Premium areas have been completely rethought, with significantly more VIP boxes and hospitality spaces. This isn't just luxury for luxury's sake. These high-margin areas are crucial to generating the revenue modern football clubs need to compete. Perhaps most importantly, the stadium is designed as a true multi-purpose venue. Concert configurations, business events, and potential for hosting major tournament matches are all built into the design. A stadium that only works 25 days a year for football is a 20th century concept. No Mestalla aims to be active year-round. Modern stadiums aren't just about concrete and steel anymore. They're technology hubs. Now Mestalla's plans include high-density Wi-Fi networks throughout, comprehensive mobile ticketing systems, and cashless payment options at all concession points. But what about environmental impact? The revised plans emphasize sustainability in ways the original 2007 design couldn't have imagined. Solar panels integrated into the roof structure will help power the facility. Rainwater collection systems will capture and recycle water for pitch irrigation and facility needs. Materials being specified for the completion phases prioritize sustainability and reduce carbon footprint. The transportation plan acknowledges that getting 60,000 plus people to and from the venue efficiently is critical both for fan experience and environmental impact. The location offers integration with Valencia's public transit network, with dedicated tram connections being planned. Digital fan experiences will extend beyond the match itself. The stadium infrastructure includes provisions for augmented reality features, personalized services through a club app, and digital wayfinding to enhance the matchday journey. What does all this mean for fans? A stadium that works with your smartphone rather than forcing you to disconnect, ordering food to your seat, accessing instant replays, or finding the shortest bathroom queue will all be possible through technology integration. Stadiums this size aren't just sporting venues, they're economic engines. For Valencia CF, matchday revenue could potentially double or triple in the new facility. Modern premium seating, improved concessions, and multi-purpose use create revenue streams that simply don't exist at the current Mestalla. Beyond the club, what about Valencia itself? Construction will create hundreds of jobs directly, with thousands more supported indirectly. Once operational, the stadium will employ staff across security, hospitality, maintenance, and event management. The Benicalap neighborhood stands to be transformed. Stadium districts typically see property values increase and new businesses emerge to serve visitors. Restaurants, hotels, and retail often cluster around successful stadium developments. Can a stadium revitalize an entire area? There are plenty of examples. Look at what the Emirates did for Highbury in London, or how the Wanda Metropolitano created a new hub in previously underdeveloped eastern Madrid. The potential to host major international matches also brings economic opportunity. While Spain has already been named as a 2030 World Cup host, along with Portugal and Morocco, having a modern stadium ready could position Valencia to secure key matches. Let's be honest, after more than a decade of delays, many Valencia fans have grown cynical about the new stadium ever being completed. Supporters groups have expressed mixed feelings. While most acknowledge the need for a modern facility, many worry about losing the unique character of Mestalla, one of Spain's most distinctive and atmospheric stadiums. The Mestallistas, fans deeply attached to the historic venue, have pushed for elements of the old stadium to be preserved or recreated in the new design. Plans now include a museum space dedicated to club history and specific architectural nods to Mestalla. Community responses in Benicalap have been similarly mixed. Some welcome the potential economic boost, while others worry about matchday congestion and noise. The club has engaged in community consultation to address these concerns. The biggest question for many supporters is simple: will the soul of Valencia CF transfer to the new location? Clubs that have managed stadium moves successfully have found ways to bring their identity with them. The challenge for Valencia is ensuring No Mestalla feels like home from the first match. The story of No Mestalla isn't just about concrete and steel, it's about a club at a crossroads. For over a century, Valencia CF has been a giant of Spanish football, collecting 6 La Liga titles and reaching multiple European finals. Yet in recent years, the club has struggled both on and off the pitch. The new stadium represents more than just a building. It's a statement about Valencia's future ambitions. Will No Mestalla finally be completed? The concrete skeleton that has haunted Valencia's skyline for over a decade might finally fulfill its purpose. For a generation of young Valencia fans who've only known the aging Mestalla, the new stadium offers a glimpse of what their club could become. What do you think about this long-delayed project? Would you be excited or heartbroken to see a historic venue like Mestalla replaced? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this inside look at one of football's most fascinating stadium sagas, hit that subscribe button and bell icon to catch our next video. Share this with a football fan who appreciates the stories behind the beautiful game's most iconic venues.